Oh boy. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. It finally happened, guys. We, of course, got wind of this last week. And I already shot a video talking about certain things, you know, my thoughts about this whole merger, I guess you could say, with Disney buying out 21st Century Fox and some of its assets and everything like that. Yeah. I already gave some of my thoughts, but now that, you know, it actually happened, it's time to talk about it a little bit more. First, let's talk about the details, because it seems like a lot of people didn't really know the details. I got asked some things, you know. One particular thing that I kept getting asked was, what's going to happen with Gotham, since Gotham is on the Fox network? What's going on right here? And I found this on my Facebook feed, and it's actually pretty, it's good. It's a good little infographic right here, showing you what Disney gets and what Fox keeps. And if you notice right there on what Fox keeps, the Fox broadcast channel, which is running Gotham. Disney's not owning Batman, guys. Yeah, no, that's never, ever, hopefully not going to happen. But, yeah, I think even if they did own the actual channel, I don't know what would happen. Would Warner Brothers, like, pull out, put it on Netflix, or put it on something? I don't know. I don't know what would happen with that, but it's just, let's just keep it at that right now. Gotham is safe and sound. Don't worry about it, because I've seen a lot of people post about it, and I'm just going, all right, do your research. Figure it out. But yeah, like I said, this is a good little infographic. But as you can see on this side, they get a lot of things. X-Men, Deadpool, films like Avatar, Planet of the Apes, Star Wars. Well, they're talking about, you know, because obviously the earlier Star Wars movies, you know, now they have the rights to that. Fox TV Studios, which, you know, owns a lot of things. You know, your Family Guys, your Simpsons, your everything. FX Network, National Geographic Channel, Hulu share increased to 60% from 30%. That's pretty interesting. And then international TV assets like Star and Star India TV. And they purchased this for $52.4 billion. Jesus Christ. I mean, wow, that's just amazing. But what I want to talk about first is, you know, some people ask, like, well, you know, what are my thoughts about this whole merger thing, and am I okay with it? And my answer, of course, is no. Disney now owns about 27% of the film industry. 27%. That's almost a third. That's almost a third of the industry. That's the part that I don't like. That's the part where it shows that Disney is slowly becoming a monopoly in the film industry, and I'm not too happy about it. A lot of people are wondering what's going to happen with, like, Fox Searchlight. You know, some of the new, you know, Fox Searchlight has a lot of, a lot of movies, you know, new directors with new creative visions and everything like that. And of course, competition, you know, just, you know, buying out the competition just means no competition. I don't like that part. I like variety. A lot of us like variety. I don't like, even if Paramount swallowed up 21st Century Fox, if Warner Brothers swallowed it up, I don't like it. And, you know, it's just not really good. And a lot of people have voiced their opinions. Even like the Writers Guild, they actually voiced their opinion too, saying that this is not good. This is not good for new voices out there. And I totally agree with that. I am totally all for that. I want new voices, unique voices. I just want a variety in film. And sadly, this just, you know, makes that a little bit smaller. Just a little bit smaller, and that, I'm concerned by that. You know, it's interesting. And not to mention, they purchased a lot of these, you know, 21st Century Fox, Planet of the Apes, Avatar. I don't think Avatar really has anything to worry about. Jim Cameron, I don't think they do, you know, because they opened up, didn't they open up something like some theme parky kind of thing, already working with Disney, you know, Pandora and stuff like that? I think that'll be okay. Planet of the Apes, I mean, who knows if that's even going to continue. I mean, after Matt Reeves finished off the trilogy, I don't know if that's going to, you know, what's going to happen with that. But let's get to the nitty-gritty. One of the big concerns about this merger is Deadpool going to be rated R? Well, first off, Ryan Reynolds already posted this right here. He already had it ready to go, and, you know, it shows him that, you know, he can't, in fact, have his way with the Matterhorn. Yeah, that's why Deadpool got arrested. And a lot of people were going, oh my God, what's going to happen? Oh, they're going to totally water down this, that, and this. Can we relax, please? Can we relax a little bit? And, you know, this is what was, like, getting on my nerves today. And, I had some debates with people going, like, what the heck? Let's And I even said this, in my prior video, saying like, when it comes to the X-Men universe, when it comes to the regular X-Men universe, like we're going to get the Dark Phoenix next year and everything, bringing that into the MCU, that was just, of course that was going to happen. And of course, they're going to reboot it. They're going to reboot it into the MCU. I just wonder how they're going to do it because, obviously I haven't really thought too much about it. Because if you think about it, after 18 movies or whatever the heck, there's been no mention of mutants in this universe. And then all of a sudden, shit's going to happen? Maybe when Thanos comes down, shit gets all crazy in the atmosphere and then just triggers like a mutant gene. Maybe that's what they're going to do. They might have to do that because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, how are they going to explain that? Not to mention, they have characters that are mutants that they said weren't mutants. Of course, I'm talking about Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Obviously, Quicksilver in the MCU didn't quite make it to the end of Age of Ultron, but we have Scarlet Witch. So I don't know what they plan on doing with all that. Obviously, the Quicksilver in the Fox universe was a crowd favorite, so I don't know what they plan on doing with that. But when it comes to Deadpool and Rated R, relax! Bob Iger, of course, CEO of Disney, who just... Apparently, I don't know, is he using Jedi mind tricks to get all this? Pixar, Lucasfilm, now 21st Century Fox. Jesus Christ, this guy. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he actually said himself that he wants more Deadpool sequels, and he wants to keep it rated R. Okay? Now, I know a lot of people are just not going to believe that, and a lot of people aren't believing that. I've actually talked to people, and they just think that, oh no, they're going to make it PG-13. There's no way that Disney is going to make R-rated movies. And my response to that is, they have to. 27% of the film industry, guys. 27%. Like I said, almost a third. The demand is out there, okay? The demand is big time out there. So, a lot of people just think like Disney is just going to do what the hell ever they want, what they want. It's like, no. If they don't give us, with 2 Deadpool movies, and hopefully they continue with the X-Force and stuff like that, with 2 Deadpool movies, they're not just going to be like, no, the third one's going to be PG-13. Sorry, guys. I can't see them doing that. I can't see them doing that when the demand is there. It's already established, okay? Deadpool is already established as an R-rated character. Now, mind you, if he's going to be in any of the other MCU character movies, yes, they're going to, he's not going to be able to say any F-bombs or anything like that. But hopefully they could be creative with that, and we can have some pretty comedic moments when it comes to Deadpool making any kind of cameo. We've been reassured by Liefeld, who's, of course, the creator of Deadpool. James Gunn has said the same thing. But, of course, people won't believe it until they're actually sitting in the theater and the third F-bomb happened. And then they're going to be like, oh, yeah, okay. I guess it's rated R. But I could be wrong. We've been hosed in the past, look what happened over Justice League Warner Brothers. We were hosed with that. It's, I get it. I get it, guys. The people that think like, oh no, they're not going to take any more risks or anything like that. It's just all going to be this. I just, now that they're so big, it's like they have to. They have to. The demand is out there. But what really chaps my cheekies is the fact that people are just immediately just throwing in the towel. All of a sudden, all the X-Men movies are better than anything that Marvel Studios has ever put out. Now, mind you, a few of the movies are all pretty damn good. You got your X2, you got your Days of Future Past, even your First Class. Pretty good, but let's not think that the X-Men universe has it together, because what really bothers me about what's going on with the X-Men universe is when they did a soft reboot already, after Last Stand and Wolverine Origins, let's face facts, okay? And I even saw somebody say, like, you know what? Last Stand is not that bad. Fuck you. I watched it not too long ago. It has its moments, but it's not that good, okay? And then Wolverine Origins, come on. And, though Wolverine got better, but when it came to First Class, that was like a little soft reboot right there, Matthew Vaughn did a good job. And then, of course, you had Bryan Singer come in and then kind of hit that soft reboot button yet again. And everything's just kind of all over the place. It was even said in Deadpool, when he said, like, McAvoy or Stewart, these timelines are confusing. They are. Because it seems like they didn't know what the heck they wanted to do with it. And when you have Days of Future Past kind of mixing in the old universe with the new one, and then Bryan Singer just kind of, still did it. But what really bothers me is, like, you had First Class in the 60s, then you had Days of Future Past in the 70s, then you had Apocalypse, which, when I watch it again, just not that good. It has its moments, but it's just still, it's supposed to take place in the 80s. And then now I'm hearing, I guess they're still sticking with Dark Phoenix being in the 90s, and these people aren't aging. If you're in the 90s, guess what? 10 years from now or whatever, Michael Fassbender is supposed to look like Ian McKellen, McAvoy is supposed to look like Stewart. It's kind of a little bit weird, okay? And I'm not saying like, oh man, I can't wait to see it in the MCU. I'm just saying that when it comes to the initial X-Men universe, it's just kind of all over the place. It's all over the place. And obviously it's going to be rebooted into the MCU. I don't know how they're going to exactly do that. Probably going to have all new actors and actresses and everything. But the thing about Deadpool is they don't have to touch him at all. They don't have to touch him at all because obviously he's a parody kind of character. He breaks that fourth wall. He can make a joke about everything, and they could just keep it the way it is because obviously he's already made jokes about how the X-Men universe is and everything. But it just boggles my mind that all of a sudden, like, all the X-Men movies are just like, oh, they're better than anything the MCU has ever put out, which, I'm sorry, a couple of those movies, I don't think so. And not even just that, the Alien franchise, everybody's going, oh my God, man, Disney's just gonna totally fuck up that. I'm going, wait a minute, when Alien Covenant came out, I saw so many people shit on it, and they didn't want any more Alien movies. Now all of a sudden people want Alien movies? It's a little weird. But I also get the gripe, guys. Look at New Mutants. That's totally taken in. It just seems like Fox, Marvel was starting to get their shit together after Deadpool. Deadpool, they took that risk, made it rated R, raunchy, and it worked. Then all of a sudden they're like, hey, let's do Logan, rated R, and it was a beautiful, that's probably the best X-Men, that is the best X-Men movie out there. And I don't think we're going to get anything like that again. And then it's questionable because the next 23 movie and then the X-Force. Who knows what's going to happen with that? I am a little worried about that, and I'm totally with people that are worried about that too. But when it comes to Deadpool, I can't see them actually going, oh yeah, the third Deadpool movie is going to be PG-13. And I've had many debates, and a lot of people are it's just, I don't know, the knee-jerk reactions. It's crazy because, like I said, some of the knee-jerk reactions, like, going back to the beginning of this video, they're talking about, oh my God, what are they going to do with Gotham? It's like, well, if you actually looked at the information, Fox broadcast channel, they don't have it. They don't have it, so Gotham is fine. And I think we just, you know what? I don't know. we just got to see what's going to happen. There's nothing we can do about it now, and like I said, the demand is out there from us. Like, if they end up making Deadpool PG-13, guess what? Don't go see it. Boycott it. Send them that message, and then hopefully they'll get that message. But when it comes to everything else, I don't know what they plan on doing. I guess we just got to sit there and wait, guys. Fantastic Four, that's another thing. Obviously, not many people are, getting crazy about Fantastic Four because, let's face facts, it's been pretty bad. Fantastic Four, I could totally see, yeah, they could totally put that in the MCU. When it comes to the X-Men universe, that's going to be a little more difficult, I think. But I don't know. I guess Avengers 4, maybe they'll have like a post-credit scene that hints at the X-Men universe, and maybe Fantastic Four. They could easily do that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it sucks that we might not get like a Logan-style Wolverine with whatever new actor is going to be coming back. There's still people that think Hugh Jackman's going to come back. That's ridiculous. Get that out of your heads. He's not coming back. If he did, it wouldn't make Logan as special as it is, so I don't know, guys. We just gotta relax a little bit when it comes to the X-Men universe, because to me, it just seems like, some of the X-Men movies, they're PG-13. You don't see a lot of, they're good, but I can't see. People just, are the tones that drastically different from the MCU? I'm not saying that some of the X-Men movies are like totally terrible, like when it comes to like the MCU movies, but sometimes some of them, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I get the gripes, but sometimes I just think it's a little too knee-jerky when it comes to Deadpool, they're saying they're going to keep it rated R. Hopefully they keep their word, but yeah, we've been burned before. Anyways, guys, I've been talking for way too long. Just a lot of things to talk about. So let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about all this? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel too. Follow me on the social media stuff floating above my head. And of course, I got shirts in the closet. Go get them. And stickers. All right, guys. Talk to you later.